Shout out Omarion.
Facts. Shout out Omarion.
This is that cooking music, that soul food.
Oh, for a fact. It's that cooking and you dancing like. For a fact.
Hey, shout out Foisey as well for flipping this. Man, this is dope. I feel like we're just kicking it at the crib.
Oh, for a fact.
And we met what, like last year?
Yeah.
We met a year ago.
Yep.
I don't know if you know, but you know how I found out about you? I think I told you. Do you remember?
You probably did. Remind me.
I met you, or I found out about your music through Scott Venner.
Yeah. Shout out to Scott, bro.
Shout out Scott Venner. If y'all don't know, Scott. Ballers, HBO, Entourage. He sound designs, the music supervisors for those shows, and of course he's on Other Tone. Shout out Pharrell.
Tone. Yeah, he held it down for
so
Ballers.
We it's been a minute, but we usually exchange music. Like we were just like up late one time, and he was like, "Yo, you got any music for me?" We were exchanging music, and then he put me on. He's like, "Yo, I got this young dude, dope, soulful guy."
Word.
And he sent me, what track was it?
Was it How I Feel?
It was a demo. No.
Oh, Beautiful Demo.
Beautiful demo.
Yeah.
From the SoundCloud, and I was like, once I heard that, I was like, all right. So then I looked you up. And then I was like, all right, bet. And this was before you put out a lot of the music. And then we met at shout out Jack McCain.
Yeah.
We met at the Jack McCain party.
Yeah.
And from that point, and then you're like, yo, I listen to Soulection, me and my people. And,
exactly.
I was like, yo, bet. Well, come through HQ.
Yeah.
You came to Soulection headquarters.
Yo.
That was like last year sometime.
Rollback, bruh.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I didn't have the braids. I didn't have the braids.
Nah.
You took that photo when I was on the couch.
Yeah.
And I looked back at that photo, like that last conversation we had, and I was like, yo, that was a while ago.
Yeah. Isn't it crazy how much can change in a year, in a week, in a day, in a month?
Yeah, for a fact.
At the time, you were still developing your sound. You had just moved to LA.
Just moved.
Because you're from Hampton, Virginia?
Hampton, bro.
Yeah.
2 up, 2 down.
Yes,
757.
So you had just moved out to LA, and you were just getting, I remember you got your apartment, and it was just cool, man, to just, I know how that feels, like when you first move out to a new place and a new region, and just to see, like, to hear you out, and then you played me the joint that Medicine produced.
How I Feel.
And it was dope to hear like this jazz sound, and the dope thing is that your voice is so mature. You
Thank
sound
you, bro.
how old are you? Well, you're like an old soul.
Yeah.
It's all good.
I'm legal. I'm legal. I'm definitely legal.
All right. Well, I know you're a young man, but that's what's dope, is because your voice, like, that got my attention. Like I said,
you, bro.
Because you sing mature, and a lot of people nowadays is just kind of taking one direction, and it's not. You're singing like, it reminds me of early '90s. When you were coming up, like in the household, did your family, your parents, did you grow up in a musical family? Because you have like a lot of soul to your voice.
Yeah. No, I actually didn't. But my father, he like put me on to mad music as a kid. Like, we used to listen to a lot of, they still do, but gospel music was playing throughout the crib like 24/7. But my dad would he would slide me the music. Like, he would slide me Casey and JoJo, Jodeci, Shy, all of them, Crisscross, all of them. So it was like I was learning on the back end. And I would just pick up music from movies as well. Like, I heard a lot of Anthony Hamilton. Like, I think he was in a couple movies, and I would just kind of impersonate him on some funny, just to do. And but little did I know, I was actually like developing my voice and like learning how to use my voice. So
about what age exactly were you like, yo, I could sing, I could do this?
Yo, funny story. Well, when I said I could do, I started singing for real around like 10, 11. But I've been singing all my life, but like I started jacking it when I was like 10, 11.
Oh, wow.
And I was doing this talent convention called AMTC, shout out to y'all. And I was singing in the back of my van, and my mom was like, because my brother was a singer. My brother was the one that would sing happy birthday to everybody and all this and that. And so she heard me singing, and she was like, Carlos, that's you? And he was like, no, Mom, that's not me. And she was like, Marcus, I know you ain't tell me you could sing, blah, 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 blah. And mind you, I'm in this competition for dancing and acting.
Yeah.
So fast forward, I went to the competition, and they had this improv thing. Either you get a commercial or you have to sing a song about something on spot. And my mom was like, I'm gonna pray that they give you a song on spot so you can
what song
sing.
was it?
Bro, it was random. Like, I was 11. Like, it was like, sing a song about I'm Yours Forever. And it just off the top started singing. And I'm like, yo, oh my gosh, they got me singing. This is when I was shy. I ain't want nobody to even know I could sing.
Yeah.
So when I was done, I didn't even come out of the shadows, bro. I was just like, dog, I'm not finna let nobody see my face. Like, I don't want nobody to know I'm singing. But ever since then, I started really singing for real.
That must feel good, man, to like be so young at that age and to discover like what you love and your gift. You know, I talk about all the time. There's people who, still trying to find that. And it's a blessing to be able to recognize your talent or your gift in life early on. So let's get into a song. Right before we get into the song that put me on to you via Scott Venner. Was it Beautiful?
Beautiful Demo.
Beautiful Demo.
Yep.
You have an EP out right now.
Yes, sir.
Underground
Yes, sir.
EP.
Underground.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that. There's some gems on there, man.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, so we'll get into that. Once again, Marco Mckinnis, if you don't know.
Mckinnis.
Soulection Radio, Beats One, worldwide. Yeah, it's the sound of tomorrow.
Yeah.
Let's go. Beautiful Demo coming up. How old were you when you made this?
If I remember correctly, probably like 16.
16? Dang,
Yeah,
that
16.
sounds so mature. Let's get into it. So when you came to HQ, this is the one that's produced by Medicine right here. And I didn't even know he could.
Bro, me
I didn't
neither.
know he makes like beats like this.
Me neither, bro. And he's just surprised me. And I was like, whoa.
This is a mature track right here. This is like, you get out the red vino, you know what I'm saying? Get that special significant other.
Exactly.
And
that's that vibe. That's that vibe.
How I Feel, Marco Mckinnis. This came out, what, 2017?
Yep.
Yeah.
2017.
Let's get into it. We're gonna let this ride out. Wherever you are in the world, I hope you guys are enjoying this right now. Oh yeah. Underground EP, so what inspired that?
Oh, Underground EP.
How many tracks is out?
Six.
Six
Tracks.
That's a perfect amount.
You know?
When I listened to it, it wasn't overwhelming because that's I wouldn't say my issue, but we're bombarded nowadays with so much content, so much music, so many artists coming out right now, and I think that's a perfect amount of tracks to introduce yourself to the world properly, and to allow people to digest and be like, oh, like he kept it minimal, but he kept it to the point. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, let's talk about Underground EP.
Shoot, Underground EP, like the name really means underground. Like this is a stamp before I really like shoot through, you know what I'm saying? Like I put this out, some people know about me, they know my name, they know my voice, but not fully, there yet. But I wanted to kind of stamp that time, before everything really started to happen for me. And that's even with the cover art. Like I have half of my hair braided, half of it unbraided. It's like that symbolizes like the process, to getting to that full braided, that full hairdo, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of stamped that I'm still in the process and I'm still growing and learning things, learning my voice and things like that. But EP2, bruh.
It's coming? When can we expect that? Because this came out, what, like last month?
Yeah, last month. We rolling them out, bro. So we definitely first quarter next year.
First quarter of next year?
First quarter for sure.
And in terms of a live side, are you working on a live show? Because, you got the voice and I've heard you sound check and you sound just as pure as the recorded record.
Thank you, bro.
What is there like a mini tour coming up or anything like that?
We coordinating a little something right now. We still trying to figure out who we're gonna do it with. But definitely for a fact I'm in the rehearsal studios, you know what I'm saying, getting my band together and stuff like that. So we about to come out kicking. And
you also dropped Middle of the Party, that was prior to the EP. We'll get into that as well. And then CPR, that who produced that?
Lee Bannon.
Lee Bannon?
Yeah.
Okay.
We produced that. That was that record right there. I had a show in New York and I was mad tired after the show. I had just flew into New York and went straight to the show. And after the show, he was just like, yo, bro, like, let's go to the crib, you know what I'm saying? Let's go to the crib and create something, you know, just you ain't even got to wild out. You can lay down on the couch and, you know, just sing a little something. So I'm like, all right, bro. I'm gonna lay down and, you know, do it. But so he was on the beat and I was just singing, and then we caught a melody. And we was like, hold up, like this show kind of smooth. So we just kept building on it. Had that demo, sent it out to a couple homies, and I was like, yo, this joint is fire.
Yeah, like when I heard that track, I was in Austin with my daughter. I was visiting her, and we were in the whip. It was just me and her. We were riding, and that came on, and Temperature came on after that, and it just has such a mature like sound. You know, I get that vibration too of like some Babyface and some Sade elements to it. So,
bruh,
you know what I'm saying?
When we was creating Underground, I was listening to Sade, Marvin Gaye,
wow,
Little Donny Hathaway. There's some more in there too, but them three mainly, especially Sade and Marvin Gaye.
Yeah.
Tapped in a little bit of Babyface, but you know what I'm saying, those two.
Nah, I can feel that sonically, and the thing is you have the voice, so not many people can replicate that or sonically bring that vibration,
that feel
in 2018. You know, how do you feel about, you know, today's R&B music? There's some good stuff coming out, and there's also some other music coming out. But how do you feel overall in the state of R&B and soul music?
I totally feel like it's coming along for a fact. Like people are starting to recognize, all right, we want some soul music, some real soul music. Nothing like too trendy, you know what I'm saying? Something that's real and organic, you know. People are actually looking for that again. So I'm very, very excited about where R&B soul is going for a fact.
Are there any artists right now that you listen to that's out right now that's like doing their thing?
And R&B or just period? R&B,
soul music.
Daniel for a fact. Brent for a fact. Georgia. Cali.
Her. There's so
honestly,
bruh. There's so many.
I need to get in with her.
There's a lot of gems right now. There's Snow Allegra, and you know what's amazing? Well, first of all, I've never seen this amount of tours announced in my lifetime.
Oh wait, Sabrina too.
Sabrina Claudio.
Yeah, for a fact.
All these artists we just named, they're all on tour right now. They're about to start tour in the fall. I've never seen, you got like so many from the higher ups from the arenas.
One more, Ari Lennox.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's crazy.
Yeah.
But no, go ahead.
No, I was just saying that it's just crazy because it's really cool to see all these artists thriving individually. Yeah. Everybody right now is about to do their own tour. I see them announcing sold out dates, and it's crazy, man. It's powerful. That means the demand right now for great singing vocalists, soul music, R&B, it's just at an all-time high right now. Yeah. So
2020 is just finna be crazy, bro. I feel it.
Yeah, so I love it. Everyone's really bringing like a true like soul R&B sound, and I'm really interested to see like where you guys take it. You know, I'm just observing, and I'm a fan as well. So let's get into middle of the party, and then we'll get into CPR.
Sure.
This is dope again because your first proper interview, and although you're a new artist, I feel like we have so much to talk about.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
We could go years and years.
Yeah, exactly. So let's get into that right now. Middle of the party. Who was this produced by?
Renee. Shout out to you, boy.
All right. Middle of the party. Amazing right now. And we're about to get into CPR. CPR. That song's about truth and honesty.
Oh yeah, truth and honesty, bro. Like when we did that song, I was introduced to somebody new, and it was I just felt so intrigued, and like something in me sparked, you know, and I felt like life was brought to my life, so I had to put that on a track. Ooh, this joint's smooth.
And the video too.
Yeah, the video is very accurate. Like, it's very accurate in terms of like story and backing and everything. Is literally what happened in my life. So.
Amazing. Let's let this ride out. Once again, Beast One, Soulection, Marco Mckinnis in the building. Hey. Yeah, your music has just such a timelessness to it.
Woo.
You know?
That's a great word. Thank you, bro.
Yeah, man. Shout out Castle, by the way. I want to give her a lovely shout out. Yo,
shout out to her.
Her vision, her eye.
Yeah, bro.
She doing some creative direction for you?
Yeah, bro. We working on some things, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Going off the feeling.
She's amazing.
Yeah,
we
bro.
She came out to LA recently. We just met, and yeah, she's ill.
Yeah,
and she's doing some work with Masego too.
Yeah, she's killing it.
Yeah, so I love seeing women with a vision like that, and just, you know.
Yeah, Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Nah, she's very slept on, bro. And I'm like, yo, it's time for
That's about to change.
Yeah, it's time for you to come on out them shadows, you know. So
yeah, well, it's dope that you both are like pushing each other and stuff like that. But going back to the word timelessness, how important is that to your direction, to your branding, your platform?
Everything, bro. Literally everything, because I want to be someone that lasts for generations, you know what I'm saying? I don't really care about the temporary like popping and cloud and all that, but I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be around with my grandkids, you know what I'm saying? Their grandkids type thing, you know? So that's it's very important that I even think about that when I make my music. Like, am I doing this for now or am I doing this for forever? You know what I'm saying?
For the long term.
For the long term.
Yeah.
That's what I'm in it for.
That's amazing. And do you find yourself as an artist, because you know where the vision is going, you know where you want to be, you know where you will be, but it's a bit of patience. Do you feel that you find yourself sometimes naturally like maybe comparing yourself to other artists? You look around and like, you know, I could be doing that, I should be doing that, or are you kind of just in your own world and you're just having that patience? How's that process for you?
In terms of like, I see like the tours and everything, those things, I'm like, okay, I should be starting to get things together for my tour, or I should be starting to get these interviews and this and that, things like that. Yeah, for sure. But in terms of my process and all of that,
that's good.
I'm to myself.
What would you recommend for artists who, and I think that's a very natural thing. And I didn't even, when you were mentioning that, I don't even see that as an envy thing. It's more of just like, oh, like I need to be doing that too.
Staying on track.
But how to other artists, if you feel like, for artists out there who potentially may be caught up in comparing themselves or getting caught up in that realm, what would you recommend for them to like break out of that?
You got to really focus on you and learn who you are as a person and as an artist as well, because if you too like focus on what somebody else is doing, you're gonna mess around and miss what you got to do.
Absolutely.
Know? So it's very important that you just center yourself, figure out your strengths, figure out your weaknesses, and strengthen those things.
100.
And then you're gonna be good to go.
Yeah, that's a great answer. So yeah, it's okay if you're listening out there, even if you're not in music or art, and whatever career you're doing, or if you're in school, whatever it is, you find yourself comparing. It's a natural thing, but don't get too caught up into it, because it'll make you sick, and you'll get too caught up in this bubble, this cycle of it. So I think it's important. That's why I wanted to bring it up.
Facts.
You know what I mean? It's natural.
Even for those that's like patience, like if you're struggling with patience, like patience will take you so far. Like, don't worry about it. Keep on going, you know what I'm saying? Because you're going to get there. If you stay focused and you see where you want to be, you're going to definitely get there.
Yeah.
Keep the pace, healthy, keep it healthy, but have that patience.
100%. On Soulection Radio, man, we've had so many guests come on, and I've had a variety of artists that have a major backing, that have indie, that are independent, that are just coming up. How's the process been for you as well? I know you're with Republic,
I love them.
You love them?
Yeah.
It's been good? It's been a good process?
Bro. It's been great.
For you as an artist and being so young, what triggered you and made you feel like, you know what, I think this situation is best for me to sign and have this backing?
Bro, like, it was really in my gut, like it was like I felt it on the inside. Like, I was like, okay, if I go with this label, like, how is this gonna play out? I did the verses, like, if I stayed, independent, how is this gonna play out? You know what I'm saying? So, but it was really like off the top. Like, shout out to Nigel Mack, that's my boy. He like called me and was like, yo, bro, I want to bring you in, and it's crazy because after he called me, I started seeing Republic everywhere. Like, I barely knew about Republic for real before he called me. But after the conversation started, I started seeing him on Twitter, Facebook, everywhere. So I'm like, hold on.
Yeah.
We gonna have to see what's really going on here. So, but that was definitely a decision that I had to make for a fact. I truly believe that.
That's amazing.
Truly.
Yeah, that's a great answer, man. And let's talk about the production on Underground EP. I was told as well that the executive producer of it, he's really into ambient music, right?
Yeah.
And how did that play a part into Soundscaping, your project, and what's the influence behind the EP?
Well, like I said, when we were making the EP, we was listening to a lot of Marvin, a lot of Sade, but he actually wanted to start working with more textures and more sounds, because he does ambient music. But
he walking around with like the Tascam, the recorder joint? He's recording like sounds and stuff like that.
I haven't seen him do that, but he more than likely do that, when I'm not around, for a fact.
Yeah.
But he definitely wanted to start, working with more sounds and more textures and more feelings and stuff like that. So that was, one of the steps to that.
Got it. Growing up in your household, I understand that, your mother played a big part in that, and having, a woman, such as your mother, so like out in high regard. How did that upbringing, like reflect on your music and where you're at right now?
My mama she is the one to be like, Marcus, is that, if I do something, I mean, I don't be doing nothing crazy, but she's definitely the one to make sure that I'm on my toes. Like, is that how you want to be represented? You know what I'm saying? Like, she's the one to, call me out on those things.
Yeah.
But her and my father are very supportive. My whole family, like everybody,
that's amazing.
Just, they lift me up and they make sure.
They must be so proud.
Yeah, man. I'm proud of them for being, my parents. You know what I'm saying? I'm thankful. I'm thankful because I couldn't do this without them.
Have you brought them out to LA yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
Me and my mom came out here in 2012 for about a month, but
just want to make sure that everything was good.
Yeah, bro. About to get this new crib with my brother, so we getting that all together so we can bring our peoples out here, show them how we living. So
that's what's up.
Mad soon.
And before we close out, the concept of soulmates. What do you think about soulmates? Huh? What's your perspective on that?
Bro, we definitely had a conversation. We had this conversation.
Yeah, that's why I want to bring it up.
Yeah, I love that.
Do you feel that soulmates exist, especially because as a singer and always talking about the inspiration of women and your story? What are your thoughts on a soulmate?
It's definitely have. I feel like everyone has a couple soulmates. Like my brother, that's my soulmate. You know what I'm saying? It's not in an intimate way, but it's my brother,
Of course, yep.
And you have your romantic soulmates. You have like friends, family.
Yeah.
But definitely real. And it's something that you feel on the inside.
Do you feel like you've known them much longer, or like in some other existence?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It had to be something that I don't know about, something in the realm or something in the past that I don't know.
Yeah,
but
and isn't it weird? Like, even though we can't identify exactly what it is, you just know.
Yeah.
You just know.
Yeah,
like,
you just know.
Whether it is your friend, your brother, or whether significant other, it's like, it's just a feeling that you know.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to hit that on the dot because
My dog.
we had a deep convo about
great
that.
conversation. Great conversation.
Yeah, and lastly, we always cap it off, and especially if you got a voice. It'd be dope to get into some music. What are your favorite tracks to perform, or what would you like to sing to let the people hear live and direct today?
I'm gonna sing Silence. I'm gonna start off with Silence, and then we're gonna go into Another Love.
Another Love.
Yeah.
And these are both off of Underground EP.
Off of Underground.
Yeah. And
EP.
is there any like backstory to like Silence or?
Silence was the first song I wrote when I came out to LA.
Wow.
And we spent a month in the studio with my boy Cecil and Jono, and we wrote a couple songs, but they weren't hitting like how Silence hit. And I went through a little like writer's block, and my boy Jono just started playing the guitar, and I was like, hold up. And I just started singing, and that was the first joint. So
yeah,
I held that close, close to my catalog, and bring it with me.
Right with you.
That is the joint, man. And the story behind that one is, I feel like at the time I was with somebody that was very important to what I had going on, to the transition from going from home to coming out here. And I known her for a while, and that was dang, wow, that was a while ago. But it was definitely, if you listen to the song, you'll understand where I was at in that standpoint.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, man, this was long overdue for real.
Oh, yeah, for a fact.
And it's just the beginning. I already know we're gonna be watching your progression over these next couple of years, and before I know, you're gonna be doing world tours and selling out. Women throwing the panties and the bras.
Keep your panties. Keep your panties. Keep your clothes on.
But you already know, man. It's gonna be a dope vision to see and to watch you like just spread your wings, man. So
appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, man. So thank you again, Marco Mckinnis.
Thank you, bro.
Underground EP here on Beast One, Apple Music, out worldwide. And yeah, man, it's a pleasure. And yeah, man, we gotta get you. We gotta figure out something with the Soulection team.
We're gonna get it.
And align that. All right. So let's get into this music by you. And once again, you're welcome here anytime.
Thank you, brother.
All right. Soulection, Marco Mckinnis.
Peace and
Joe
love.
K,
Peace
signing
and
out.
love.
Peace.
Double lemon in this mug. Peace.